5D calendar. Peace, love, and light. Welcome in, live vibe. Welcome in. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, sis. We here. The family. I told them, go get the tribes. Let them stop, drop, and roll. Let them go get the tribe. Those who are in alignment, the crystalline bodies, the crystalline grid keepers, the 144 ascendants, chosen of the chosen of the chosen few. Thank you for sharing the live. Doretha, peace, love, and light. We talking about these ascension protocols. Some of you may want to know, what are the protocols for ascension, for hitting these hot spots in the ascension, this major ascension that we just had, right? Glowing in the dark. Thank you. You see the glow? You see the glow? Don't you know? Go get the glow. Get them glow. This that real get them glow. This might be some of that crystalline light body that I got going on. The crystalline get up. You know, I'm in my new suit. So it was brought to my attention. I've been doing a lot of ascension guide. Thank you for those of you who've been, for the people who have been showing up for the one-on-ones. And please, if y'all need a chance, if you need to get in alignment with your assignment, sign up for the guide. It's been in full effect this past week. I've been booked this entire week. So you may want to get in where you can. It's going to get to a point where it's going to be hard to book because I also homeschool. So my timing is, I don't have the whole day to do it. So the one-on-ones have really been guiding people through their ascension time. And one of the things that have been coming up, it's an ascension guidance path that I've been doing in the one-on-ones. We go through the natal charts. Definitely need to know the natal chart, know where you're coming from. The natal chart is the baseline. And then we go into the ascension path. And this is where we kind of find out where we are in our ascension journey. And one of the main things that comes up is the tools, the protocols, as was brought to my attention, to kind of go over these tools, go over what is the protocol for you meeting the requirements for ascension, right? And as I always tell people, when we reach these energetic hotspots, it's not like it's a bouncer club who could let you in, it's you that lets you in. It is you and the work that you do and how you go through in what you do. It is a type of intel that you are. Just like computers, you are an intel. You are the AI. You are the ascension instrument. You are the all-seeing eye instrument. That's another message I got, that y'all gonna see that video coming soon, that was coming through the dreams, another fresh download, that you are the AI ascension instruments. Y'all don't be looking out here waiting on technology to be your AI, chat GPT and all of that. You are the ascension instrument. You are the frequency mechanism that comes into alignment with the frequency codes. As we are on our cosmic assignment, there is an interaction between us as frequency mechanisms and the frequency light codes that are coming in. And so, depending on how we process these codes, that's your intel. Your intel is this processing, the speed at which you process these codes. And that is determined by what you are holding in your consciousness. So this is why I work heavily in my workshops on moving through the consciousness. What are we moving? We're moving fears out of the way. We're doing shadow work. We're removing the wounds. You're removing them. You're transmuting them, because only when you do that, then you can acquire more light. Then you can acquire the crystalline light body. You can acquire different levels of your ascension. These are the protocols, least I forget to mention. So it's what you do through movement, as well as these cosmic alignment, what I call energetic hotspots. Some of you are moving through these hotspots haphazardly. What I do in the ascension one-on-ones, and what I'm even sharing with you now, is how to align with these hotspots intentionally. Not haphazardly, not through spiritual bypassing and you just happen to fall into one. Some people pass through it and you don't even know how to self-actualize. You just go through the motions. We pass through these energetic hotspots all the time, all year round. These are the true holidays that we should be celebrating, right? These are the true holidays. not those distraction holidays. These cosmic alignments are the true holidays if you want to be festive and be in your cosmic festivity to get where these hot spots are. And these are things like the 8-8 Lion's Gate, which is really the halls of Amenti. And the deeper you grow, the deeper, the more you know, and the more you become more in alignment with these hot spots, and you self-actualize quicker when you return to the origins of truth about these energetic hot spots. So what do I mean by that? Instead of it just being the 8-8 Lion's Gate, you realize this is the halls of Amenti. And instead of you just understanding the story of the halls of Amenti, it gets a little deeper. And you start to know what what it means in your consciousness, how you're moving through consciousness. Every story from ancient times is a lesson of teaching you how to move through your consciousness, because they don't know how to just tell you. It's very difficult to display how we move through consciousness. Mankind often misinterprets and misplace it and don't know how to accept it. So when we have these stories, when y'all hear these stories about Asar, Aset, and Heru, this is a story of how you move through your consciousness. Consciousness movement is what's needed, right? Always wanted to know more of this. Ashe, that's why you here. I said, go call my people. Beam me up, Scotty. Call my people. This is why I'm sharing this with you right now. I did a video about it, but of course, I'm in the video, I'm not going as deep as I'm going in with you all right now. So whoever's in alignment, welcome to your assignment. Share the live and help it get to those who need to hear it, right? Some of us have soul contracts, yep, that stipulate that we must use computerized AI with our soul, okay? AI to authenticate the fields. Yes, and it can be used in conjunction. I'm not saying don't use AI at all. I need my glasses too. I need my glasses. I'm not saying don't use AI at all, right? You are the AI instrument, and it's to be used in conjunction, as what you're saying right now. We're contracted to be the ones we bring AI to the forefront. There would be no AI if it wasn't for the AI in I and I. It's a replica of us. The computers are a replica of us. You are a processing unit. You are an intel. And your intel is whether you're 3D intel, 4D intel, 5D intel. That determines how you can quickly process the light codes that are streaming through, right? So yes, the AI, these are contracts that stipulate, as you said, the use of the computerized AI with us in conjunction with, and that helps authenticate the field, the vibratory field, right? Do you need to get better to manifest $1 million, or feel like having $1 million? All I need. I think you're saying all I need is to learn it. If that's what you're saying. Do I need to get better to manifest $1 million? You may not be here to manifest $1 million. See, that's the thing. What is where we place our value on, right? If you're here, focusing on the money, on $1 million, then that focus is what's going to guide you. And if you have a soul's purpose that's outside of that, you're missing your point. You'll be missing your purpose because you're looking for the $1 million and manifesting that. You may not be here to manifest $1 million, if you get what I'm saying. That's not the goal. But I don't want to say that to say that's not your, because it could be, that may be what you're here for. It depends on what's in your soul chart, right? That may be what you're particularly here for. But for the most part, thank you, got my glasses. For the most part, it's not. Let me see. We give We give AI the answer. Yes, all of this information that AI has, it's because of all of us. It's collecting all the data. The field of information is all around us, y'all. Not because you're not at the computer putting it in, it's in your information field, and they're all around us, extracting information from us. And it's collecting data and it's put into the field of information, and then it plays back to us. We put it out, it's played back to us. We are the ones that putting it out because we're channelers. We are conduits of light. Light, energy, and information is synonymous. So we channel that light in. Ashe, let me see what you were saying there. It's either or manifesting. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got my glasses. Let me pull it out. Let me make sure I can see what's going on. It's either you're manifesting or you're not, or you can get better. Depends on what you see manifesting as, right? This is why I'm saying what do you value? What are you manifesting? Are you manifesting your true timeline? Are you manifesting your true self, or are you here to just manifest the bag? Right? That's very, the bag, the money, this is root chakra type stuff. It's at the base. It's very physical. It's very, I would say, go into your Taurus. Go into your Taurus. Taurus is like that house of everything that's about everything physical, money. And it's about, this is why Chiron is in Taurus right now, showing us the wounds, the wounded healer, the wounds of Taurus. How do you value life in the physical form? What makes something a manifestation for you? What are you manifesting? People could be manifesting all kind of things. So yes, it's either you're manifesting or you're not. But to be honest, we're always manifesting the good, the bad, and the ugly. We are co-creators with the divine. We're always manifesting every time, whether you're doing it intentionally or not, because according to your processing unit, according to the creative process that is always moving through you, streaming through you, but we do it haphazardly. So yes, always manifesting. Ain't no way around it. But what you want to intentionally manifest, that's on you. And what you choose to value, that's on you. Faithfully, it's in alignment with your soul's purpose. That's what I'm about, manifesting my soul's purpose. What that soul do, right? Money, for example. Yep, I knew you were talking about money. Consciously manifesting money. That is if it's in your story. Is it in your contract? That's what we need to be checking. Check your soul. Is it in your contract to be here manifesting money? That may not be your contract. You may be here going against your contract, constantly chasing money, constantly wanting to manifest money, and it's not happening because it's not a part of your contract. It's not a part of your soul's purpose. When I say contract, you may be here to manifest something completely opposite. You may be here to manifest a life that says, I don't need money. Your life lesson may be in this particular lifetime to overcome trying to gain money, to overcome trying to gain material things and assets so that you can be what you came here to be. But if you keep chasing that, you move further and further away from your soul's destiny, your soul's purpose. But it's all about choice. It's what you want. Maybe you don't care about your soul's purpose. Maybe you just want to have fun. Maybe you're like Cypher from the Matrix and you don't care if the meat is fake. You just want to eat it. Everybody's living for a different purpose. So it's about knowing what your soul is about. How can you know if your soul can be in how can you know if your soul can be in the contract? We're all in the contract. We're all in some kind of, and we call it a contract just to give it a word, right? It's your soul's purpose. Your soul has came here for a reason. I think we all know this by now. You didn't come here for nothing. You came here to do some soul work. What is that work? Call it a contract, call it what you want. What is your soul's purpose? And how can you know if you're in it? Is by tapping in, tuning into your life, meditating, doing what needs to be done, withdrawing from distraction so you can get into your God gene, activating your God gene. All the information is in you. You are the book of life, and the book of life is you. The Akashic records are within you, but you have to tap in. These are protocols of finding your assignment, aligning with the ascension points in time. Ashe, thank you, thank you, sis. Appreciate it. I've always said I'm finna be here and teach. If I gotta teach to a tree, I'ma teach. It's what I do. As above, so below, yes. And as within, so without. Ashe. Grounding, deep breathing. Ashe, 90. Now you understand. Yes, stand under those truth principles. Because we could be going in a completely different direction. It's for us to unfold and know why we're here. This is why I'm about the ascension time and guiding. If you get a one-on-one, for those of you who are just now meeting me, welcome. I am Celestial Earth. I alchemize energies, and right now orchestrating the freshly renovated Ascension Time Academy, because this is what was brought up through the light colonies, the rising light colonies, through this creative portal. What came through this 8-8 Lionsgate was this academy, and now I have it available for you all. So if you want a one-on-one, it's going to help give you that guide where you need to be on your ascension path according to you. Because I'm not here to tell nobody what they need to do, what they got to do. This is according to you, where it is that you are in your timeline. Chances are, if you found me at this time, you're on some part of your ascension path. People don't come across me for no reason, because I'm really in the paint. Like, I'm really doing the work. So when people cross this path, there's something in your alignment. There's something in your path. Your guides may be leading you here. There's something you've been asking for, calling for in your awakening, and now you found a spot. Now you found one of the few true workers that are authenticating the vibratory field, one of the few true ones who are exposure, what I call exposure light bodies, because we expose, we dispel all the lies and fears, and we expose truth. We expose it heavily in a way where people are uncomfortable. Not many can cross this path unless they're really, really ready at some type of way, because you're going to be uncomfortable. The truth is not always comfortable. Yes, unconditional love, peace, unity, joy, passion for all humanity and the creatures of Gaia. We have to live in that. That's all of that is the love frequency, right? Love right back to you, Royal Flyness. Love you. Right? And so that's called living in a love frequency. And that's not always easy. That unconditional love. Yeah, we ain't got time for the fakes. People that like the spiritual fluff and the fakes, I'm not their cup of tea. And I get that, because that means you really don't want to do the work. It's in the information field. The moment they drop in, it's in the information field. You know it. This ain't nothing this is not spiritual fluff. This is like, oh shoot, she finna work my soul. Yeah, she's going to, because that's what I do with myself. And it resonates and it radiates that this is what I do. I chin check every demon. I'm a demon slayer every day, all along the way. What do I mean by that? When things come up in my soul, I'm constantly checking that ego. Humility. Thank you, Spirit. Humility is the number one protocol. As I was talking about ascension protocols, the number one thing is going to be humility. Because if we're going to shadow work, if we're going to face some truths, rather than, we can't be in a position where we're looking at everything in the world. So if you're a complainer, if you're one of the light people that just want to complain about everything in the world, you're missing the point. It's for us to see. Yes, I'm not saying be blind. See and know what's happening in the world. Be discerning. But it's really for you. Life is a reflection of you. So whatever's happening in the world is for you to take it inside of you and say, what is this? What is it to thee? What is it to me? Why is my ego up in arms? What does my ego have to prove? How many of you talk to yourself like that? Right? Drop a 1 in the chat. Let me see. How many of you talk to yourself like that? Where the ones at? Right? Yes, we have a lot of work to do. A lot of work. Constantly work. Every day is work. Right? Yep. And some people been hiding. They hiding. They don't want to hear this truth. Ashe, this is chosen stuff right here. Thank you. I need to start saying that. This is chosen stuff. We are chosen because we have chosen. How many of you, there go the ones. Yeah, drop a 1 in the chat. How many of you are chin checking yourselves? Saving more souls. There go the ones. Chin checking yourselves. I am a spark of the all that is a frequency holder. Yep, that means you helping to hold the grid and shine my light for all to see. Those are light workers. Those are what I call light warriors. Lighthouses on the grid, amplifying the light grid activation, amplifying more codes coming in and out. These are the protocols. Humility is going to be the number 1 because we have to humbleize the ego, not get rid of the ego, humbleize the ego. Right? We need to remove the misappropriated ego, humility, so that we can rise in our wise ego. Your wise ego is the I am that I am. The I am that I am part of you. But oftentimes it's not the ruling aspect of us. The ruling aspect is usually the misappropriated ego. Until you get rid of those wounds that consume, and if we don't, it just keeps piling on and more will consume. It gets thicker and thicker, and that's how your veil gets so thick and it's hard for you to come up out of it. So the ascension protocols is really in need of humility first and foremost. Humbleizing yourself so you can allow yourself to chin check that ego at every corner. You got to be your own demon slayer. You got to be the one in your corner saying, no, I'm wrong for that. I'm wrong for seeing it like that. Who am I to judge that? Who am I to say whatever it is that I'm saying about anything on the outside? Why am I so busy pointing my fingers out there when I got a lot in here to do? I got a lot in here to do. Moving through your subconscious mind, which is the feminine energy, which is the memory key to activating the God gene. And that is going to help you self-actualize and amplify your intel. That's what's going to, the more you do that, the more you amplify your God gene, the more you activate your God gene and self-actualize, is the more you are moving in this ascension protocol, because you're moving through your consciousness. And when you do that, you're already setting yourself up as what I call the pre-portaling work. I tell my ego to get back in check constantly. Ashe, wild, wild west. It's the wild, wild west. A lot of people find it hard to do that. Got an itch. Hold on. Got an itch on my eye. A lot of people find it hard to tell their ego, sit the hell down. Sit down. What do you have to prove? We have to catch our egos in the moment, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all are sharp like that. I don't play with my ego. And this is why I don't play with other people. I don't play with projections. People who want to project on me and, oh, this is why. No, that's not why you're doing it. That's not why you're doing it. It's a lie. And I'm not going to live that lie with you, because I don't live that lie with myself. I don't help people hold their lies. I don't argue with them, but I don't help them hold the bag either. This is another part of our protocol. We got to be authenticating the vibratory field and not let people sit around us and play up in our field of information. Let them believe their own lies, but you don't co-sign to it. And don't do things that co-sign to it. Right? Like, for example, I don't know how many of you heard about what I was saying with my landlord tripping. They coming over here. This is the attack I got coming out of the fast. Right out of my fast. 21-day fast. Here we go. Landlord comes and just chops the tree. No respect at all. No coming to talk to me about it. Nothing. Just chop it. They ain't been around in how long? And they want to tell me that they have concern, or we're doing this for your safety. And that, no, safety is a word for control. People who want to control, they like to use word safety. That's what the government do to y'all. That's what the government like to do. Oh, we're doing this for your safety. We're putting out this new act, this new bill. Oh, it's safety. It's safety for your children. We're going to be putting chips in the dogs and the animals, and then it's going to go to children, and oh, it's for your safety. Everything is for your safety. It is control under the disguise of safety. So them telling me that, I was not going to hold that bag. This is what I mean. I say this to show the example with you. I'm not going to hold that bag of inauthenticity. They're sowing seeds of inauthenticity in the vibratory field. And if I don't say something, if I don't block it, stop it, hold my boundary, then it sits in my field. They drop that in your field of information. We got to start looking at stuff like that. If you don't say nothing, you allow people to drop stuff in your field, and then you co-sign to it because you don't get rid of it. You don't dismiss it. You don't send it back. You don't say anything, right? You don't got to argue with them, but let them know, regardless of what you think. And I had to send that message to them, and I sent them a voice note because I'm not going to go back and forth. And I sent them a voice note saying, you could believe what you want. Don't think that what you gave me, I ate that. Don't think that I appropriate that delusional mess that you just spewed. If that's the lie you want to believe, but don't use me or my family's name in vain and say you're protecting me or my children, when that is not why you did this. That is a form of control. That is a manipulation tactic. And if you don't want to admit it, let me tell you, that's what it is. I'm not going to sit here and read their message. Oh, okay, yeah, that they must really care about. No, you don't. And I'm going to let you know that I see you. This is how we remove those seeds of inauthenticity. This is how you break the stitching up. When people drop things to you, when people are saying things to you that you know is not true, send it back or stop it. Let them know, I'm not buying that. That story that you told, it lives in your mind. It lives in your world. It lives in your delusions. But don't think that I appropriated that. Don't think that I'm honoring that. Please know that I'm looking at you like you're a bag of lies. And that's what it's going to be. All right, let me see what some of y'all are saying, because I see some of y'all saying some stuff. Yep, I'm grateful to be with you here in the now at this time. Ashe, thank you for being here. I'm grateful you here, and thank you for your presence. It's appreciated. Thank you for communicating, conversing. This is what we're here for. I like when y'all converse. Let's converse. Right? I tell my ego to get back. Yep, I saw that one. Not all energy belongs to you. I transmute it and give it back to the all that is. That's right. Send it back. I'm not holding that. I'm not holding that bag. How about when they say things without telling you? I speak to that energy too. When you feel things, because those of us who know, we know. They might say things without words. And so you send that energy back. You do things. You let them know that I'm not in alignment. There's sometimes you don't have to say anything. Sometimes it's your action. Sometimes it's something as simple as not receiving anything from them. Ooh, a lot of people. Let me talk to the people with family members like this. Some of y'all don't realize that you got to stop receiving from them. Because if they're sowing seeds of inauthenticity with you without words, and then they give you something and you take it, that is called an energetic transaction. You have just said yes to their seed of inauthenticity just by taking it. So be mindful of how you exchange things with people, and especially when people just want to give you something. And you know, especially when you know who these people are, and Spirit has been telling you what they're saying, Spirit has been showing you by what they're doing. Don't play with your third eye, y'all. Don't pretend that you don't see and know what's being revealed to you in some way, shape, or form. Don't look for empirical evidence. Don't wait for empirical evidence. Don't wait for the words to come out of their mouth when spirit is showing you their heart, when spirit is showing you their intentions. And then now you co-sign to it. So now you've lowered your boundaries. You don't have no boundaries. You got to have strict boundaries. We got to. So no, even without words, don't co-sign to them. The same incident I was telling you about, that's, thank you, Spirit. When they cut my tree, let me tell you, just to show you how much I'm not putting my hands in it. When they had that man come and cut the tree and it left mess in the backyard, normally I would have picked this stuff up, like some trash, and put it in a bag. And Spirit caught me. I caught myself and said no, because then that means I co-signed to what just happened. And I'm co-signing to the lies that they're telling themselves about so-called protecting my family from a tree that's never done nothing to me or my family or them. It wasn't about the tree. They don't care nothing about the tree. It was an attack on me because I go in my backyard. My backyard is my meditation. And because I amplified on the light grid and I amped up my work, the enemy, the opposition, whatever you want to call it, the archons, the database, the demonic database, they send their little minions out after you. Right? This is why they said when Jesus came out of that fast, when Yeshua came out of that fast, he was tempted in the Garden of Gethsemane. And so they came. And I said, I'm not picking up nothing. And I called that same tree cutter man who came to do the job. And I know he thought I was being petty, but I could care less. You was paid to do a job. They paid you. They told you to cut that tree. I was never in an agreement. And I'm not going to do anything that is in agreement. So kindly come back there and pick up all of this trash, because I'm not picking up not a piece of trash in the backyard. Because if I did, then I co-signed. Do you get what I'm coming from? Faithfully, y'all get where I'm coming from. So even if it's not having a conversation, even if it's not with words, there's actions that we display, y'all. There's certain things that we do, that we have energetic transactions that says it's okay. I approve this message. Oh, I approve this message. Be careful of what y'all taking from people. I don't care how nice and sweet it is. It could be food. They love doing it with food. It could be money. Some of y'all got to learn how to say no to some money. I know that's hard for some people to do, but if it's coming from that person that you know is giving you some ish, and you know better, and then you take money from them, that's a contract. You just had an energetic transaction. I have someone who constantly talks about me and speaks the most horrible stuff. And these are the people that you need to be mindful of. You probably got to start preparing to cut them off, to energetically detach, to depersonalize. And if you know what they're doing, then what are you doing with them? Are you still, giving them access to you? You have to start being ready to cut off access. He tries to get me to blow up. Oh, and I feel like every time I even pay attention to the things he say, yeah, they're pulling on you and they want to keep you in lower vibration. So you got to come to a point where you want to, I don't like to tell people what they got to do, but it has to come to a point where you make a decision. You're at a choice point right now. We're in the ascension window, as I said. We're coming out of the window of it. This is really kind of closing out of it. And the next one is going to be, there's always certain energetic hotspots, like the full moon, every full moon and things like that. But this was a major one. I'm talking about the one from the Galactic New Year through the Halls of Amenti 88 Lions Gateway into the new moon window. That entire 2 weeks was a major ascension portal. So this is why I'm talking about protocols, ascension protocols, and what gets you through, what helps you to tap into the ascension portal. and ascend in where you are supposed to ascend by transcending what you need to transcend, which means there's something to overcome. Whenever you transcend something, there is something you are supposed to overcome. You are transcending the illusion of duality. You are transcending how you have polarized fixations on two ends, and it is time for the transcendence. Ashe? Let me see. He's saying, they really piss me off. Even though I don't reply, I feel like it drains me. And it is going to drain you until you set your boundary now and say enough is enough. It's time to go, right? It's time to be done with. It's happening, and what I'm sensing is you're tired. It's exhausting. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and it's the universe is saying, good. Are you ready to move? That's what the universe is saying right now. If you're at the end of your ropes with it, the universe is saying, good. Are you ready to move? Are you ready to transcend this so you can be in your ascension time? Ashe? Thank you for the follow, Wild West. How is that transaction possible, though, if we don't know how? If we don't know how, does that get past universal laws? Nothing gets past universal laws. Ooh, nothing. Nothing. That's why they says there's nowhere you can hide. This is the great order of divinity. The universal laws is God. That is the great order of divinity. Nothing gets by, right? That transaction is possible because there is something right? There's never, like, the universe's law is kind of like when the courts say ignorance is no excuse, right? This is why we have to make it our business to know, because you do know. What you do know is that that person is not right in some way, shape, or form. So if you know that that person is not right, then you need to not have transactions with them. Whatever the transaction is, money, food, sex, anything, there should be no transaction with them. As long as you have transaction, then you got some action going on. As long as you got some transaction, you got an interaction between you and them. You give them access to you. How can you set boundaries when they have access to you? Right? Consider it, you're being bought. They give you something, you're being bought. Don't try to be nice. Don't try to do the nice thing. Oh, they're being nice, they're cooking for me. No, don't cook for me. See, when you get, this is for mainly for people who are seasoned in this spiritual aspect of it. If you're new to this, it's going to be very difficult. But if you don't get a hold of it really quickly, you're going to get very annoyed, frustrated. You're going to get taken for granted. All of that. You're going to be like, I'm tired of this. Because you see clearly. It's not like you're aloof to it. You see. It's like you see the dysfunction, but you still keep being dysfunctional with the dysfunction. We can't see people who are up against us in some way, shape, or form, whether they're draining us, talking about us, backstabbing, betraying, whatever it is that they're doing that is unethical, that is outside of integrity, that is lack of respect, lack of regard. You know what all these things are. You can't know it and continue to uphold it. Continue to eat with them, have dinner with them, have lunch with them, go to the, that who these people are in your family, but yet every holiday you go to the family functions. It's almost like you begging for it. You begging to be mistreated. You begging to continue to be disrespected. You're begging to be having these energetic, dysfunctional transactions with them. This is not the nice game. We can't use nice as a way to cover up our responsibilities in spirituality, in the world, in the universe. We can't want to just always want to be the nice guy all the time. Don't confuse the love frequency with foolish, I want to say with foolish desires or foolish behaviors. with naivete. That's what I want to say. Don't confuse the love frequency with naivete, gullibleness. It doesn't mean allow people to have their way with you. The love frequency is standing in truth and being in the unity with those who are in truth. And anyone who is not in truth, they will not be in unity with you. They're not unified. Let them stay over there. Don't try to mix and match it. Don't clash it. Thanks for the gift. Thanks for the glyph, Adore. I appreciate it. Let me see what some of you are saying. Thanks for that breakdown. Very helpful to me. We're welcome, Celestial. You know I'm here for it. I got to help my Celestials, right? Let me see. I missed what some of you were saying. Yep. Step into the highest version of you. Find it within. The knowledge, the kingdom that is within you. Exactly. And I was thinking something like that today. I was saying something like, I am in the kingdom and the kingdom is in me. Something like that kind of came to my mind today. Because I'm always walking in the kingdom. I'm always walking in the kingdom because the kingdom is in me. Therefore, I am the kingdom and the queendom. However you choose to say it. Yes, I won't say much on here, but he's not right. I got many videos of the way he deliberately play. I bet you you do. Playing in your face, playing on your timeline. Right? Every day working on leaving this man. Yep, moving out. But every time he sees me getting close, yeah, he gonna want to stop it. He feels betrayed. I don't understand why he doesn't want me growing up. And this is the thing. You're getting to the point where it's time to walk away from him, Adore. That's what I'm seeing. It's very clear. And I see that you see how clear it is too. And now it's time to just walk away without a care. Who cares? It's time to get cutthroat with him right now. And make the decision. Just cut it. No reasons, no nothing, no, oh, he wants this, who cares what he wants and needs? Right now is your time. It's your ascension time. And the universe is saying, do you want it? Do you want it? I don't know who else this is for, but whoever it's for, please get it. Please pick up the breadcrumbs. Please pick up your synchronicities, because a lot of people don't realize some of the blocks in your ascension is these relationships. This is why a lot of relationships had to be kind of broken apart lately in the last month, especially with the last Mercury retrograde. Oh yeah, it was pulling a lot of y'all out of the slumps. A lot of us, I'm not even just going to say y'all, a lot of us was getting the rude awakenings that needed to happen so that you can be sick and tired of being sick and tired. So that you can say, it's time to really let this go. All the reasons in the world is not worth your soul unfolding journey. It's not worth compromising your ascension. The word that they're using now for safety is, guardrails. Excuse me. Let me put these guardrails on you. That's what they're using. Thank you for the dolphin, Adore. Thank you. Thank you. Guardrails. They need to put we need to put guardrails on you. We need to protect you. It's for your protection. It's for your safety. Stop letting these people play in your face. Stop letting these people play in your timeline. They don't give a damn about your safety. If they did, there will be different things going on. They don't care about your safety, but they need you to feel like it's for safety. Stop letting people tell you that. Right? In my spirit, I always feel like I got to change something, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it's there. And I'm going to be honest with you. You know what it is. You know what it is, but something is blocking you from trusting it. Something is blocking you from seeing exactly what it is in your third eye. But if something is decalcified in the third, is calcified in the third eye. The moment you detox to detach, like what I do in my programs, and we're about to do one coming up in 3 days. Thank you for the people who signed. Well, it's really 2 people because I wasn't offering it as a class. This was very intense. But this is what we do in a detox to detach. It's time to break away. And when you do that, you decalcify the third eye. So now you can see what you already know. Because believe me, you know exactly what it is. It's there. You're just not allowing yourself to see it. There's too much in the way. There's something that you're holding on to. There's something that you wanted to be a certain way. This is why we got to be ready to shatter all those illusions, all those distortions that our ego is holding on to. That's what Halls of Amenti was. Every year we get this opportunity when we come into the alignment of Halls of Amenti, which is the 8-8 Lions Gate Way. It's a gateway. It's a hallway. It's not just one day. It's a portal. It's a major portaling vortex that is giving you a major movement through your consciousness to give you the opportunity to shatter the illusions so that you can leave that old body behind and rise in your new self-aware spiritual self. You have to be ready to die. You got to be with that, because that ego is afraid of annihilation. You got to be ready to die in the ego, for that misappropriated ego to be gone. All right, let me see what some of you are saying. Thank you for sharing this information with me. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Adore. Adore, mi amor, mi amor. Esperado. Ashe, welcome in. Don't get my dragon to come out. He will hurt you with the truth. I know that's right, Wild Wild West. That's what I had to tell him. I had to tell my landlord then when I left the message, look, I'm not biting that. And I know more than you think I know. I just choose not to tell you because you'll get your feelings hurt. If I tell you the truth about you, you'll really be in your feelings. But if you come cross my way again with more of these lies, I'm going to affirm more truths. And you're going to be in your feelings. The good thing is, I don't care that you're in your feelings. This is what it feels like to be free and liberated. I'm not obligated to nobody and their wounds and their demons. As long as I see people holding their wounds, I'm not obligated to coddle you and your wounds. I'm not here to make you feel better. That's not my job. If you're offended by me, good. Maybe my reflection will help you to have some introspection. It's not my job to coddle your wounds. I could care less who does not like me, who is repelled by me, repulsed by me, whatever. I could care less because I'm on my ascension timeline. Have you got yours? That's how I'm looking at these people. When I see them in their wounds, I'm like, damn, stagnation is real. They didn't access their next timeline. That's on them. Meanwhile, I'm timelines away. I done quantum leaped about quadruple times. It's not my business what they want to do. It's either you with it or you're not. Are you want some of this energy for real, or do you just want to siphon my light and play in my timeline? No. Okay, I gotta go. It's like 8 days, right? Oh, you're talking about the 8-8 Lionsgate? It's long. It's from like the end of July when the Galactic New Year happens on the 26th. It's around there. It could be the 26th or the 29th, all the way up to August 12th. And it was extended a little bit beyond the 12th this time because it ran into the new moon window. So it kind of extended up until like the 15th. And then not only that, the one we're doing now, Spirit was showing me, we got an extension in the portal because of the 888. We have 3, is it 3? Yeah, we have 3 8-8 portals in the month. It's not just on the 8th of August. The 17th is another 8. The 26th is another 8. So there's these other dates as well, right? Ashe, Ashe. Let me see what else you're saying. 90. Please help me unlock my third eye. Oh, definitely. Get into a one-on-one session. I do one-on-ones. Email me, Akila text read. akilatextry@gmail.com, and the link is in my bio as well. You can email me and set up an appointment. I'm booked this week. I'm really booked this week. So this weekend, actually, I was booked into this week. I have another one this week. So you may want to get in as soon as possible. And I have an event this weekend. So I think I'll be available more the week after this week. I have some openings. So if you're ready to get on your ascension time within this ascension line, let me see who's coming up in my space. We got cars coming up here. You better back up in the wee hours of the morning. So yeah, if you're interested in wanting help in this, I have an ascension. You can do an APG with me. That's an ascension path guidance, and that can help guide you through to where you want to be in your ascension. Thank you for sharing that. Sometimes they want to give you a compliment when they know they're a contrast. I know I'm late, my apologies, but I get it. Sometimes they want to give you a compliment when they know they're in a contrast. Yep, they give you a compliment because they want you to believe the hype. But you know the truth. You know when these people are not in alignment with you. Don't give them no leeway with you. It doesn't matter what they're saying. They're going to compliment you because they don't want you to see them. The entity that is using them, the demon that's using them through their wounds, does not want you to see them. So they're going to compliment you. They need you to believe them. Just like the government needs you to believe that they're in charge, right? Their greatest fear is people not believing. One of their biggest fears is if no one votes. No one. That's it. People don't know how much damage we will cause. We will literally collapse. Talk about timeline collapse. We will collapse their whole show, their whole shit show, if no one goes out to vote. Because the vote doesn't matter. It's your belief in the vote. They need to know that they still got you. That's it. They need to know that you still believe their false matrix narrative. So as long as you're going out to vote, as long as you're talking about the things that they throw out for you to talk about, and yes, they will sacrifice people for that, it's all a part of that. It's all a part of that. As long as you are in their false matrix, they need you to believe. Believe. They need you to believe they're crap. That's what even religion is about. That's why religion is a cap. They need you to believe they're crap. And that crap is a cap. To cap your soul. Keep you in control under the disguise of safety. So that you don't never get out and do your own soul unfoldment. They want you to believe. Notice in every religion, they got somebody that's leading the way so you could believe in them being your savior, being your way, so that you don't become your own sovereign soul and do your own soul work. Ashe. I'd love if you can help me with some advice on manifesting. Let me see. Manifesting if it feels right. Ashe, we do a manifestation window too. I do new moon manifestations, but honestly, it's going to be within the academy that I do that with others. I mainly do full moon work because what's really important before you can manifest, here's the thing. This is why some people's manifestations don't work out. They'll be doing all this manifestation stuff and it don't work out. You know why? Because they did not transmute anything. They still have stuff in them that is blocking them. They have certain misconceptions and beliefs in their subconscious mind that is sitting there because they think because they put it in the back of their mind and they think because they forgave. Well, I forgave this part. You forgave, but you did not process the emotions. You did not process the feelings. Just because you forgive someone on the outside does not mean you process the internal revenue, the feelings on the inside. So these blockages are self-sabotaging theories running in your subconscious mind, blocking you every time. So you think because you're consciously doing this manifestation work that is going to override your subconscious stuff, when actually it's the other way around. Your subconscious, unhealed, unprocessed concepts is what is sabotaging and overriding what you want to manifest. So if you're going to do manifestation, I suggest you do some transmutation. So what I offer is a full moon work. I do it every quarter. The next one is coming up in September. I do it every quarter. It's 7 days. It's a 7-day full moon workshop where we're working with the chakras from the root going up to the crown, opening and evolving and activating each one. Your energy centers that are the doorways to your consciousness. It's part of the conscious movement work, helping you to tap into your subconscious and unlock your soul codes. Your soul codes, right? And so when you do this, we do it every quarter. Like I said, it's $144. It's 7 days, so $33 a day. If you choose to pick a day and do it, it's $33 a day. But if you do it for the entire week, you get it for just $144. Because if you do the math, $33 a day, that's way more than $144. But for those 144 ascendants and those who really want to commit to doing what, because it takes the full week, to be honest. You can come and do a day or two, but to be honest, if you want the fullness of it, it takes the full week. That's why I offer it like that. Right? What's the cost of the classes? Oh, okay, I just said it. I'm sorry, I just caught it right now. So it's $144. $144 gets you through the door. $144 is energetically charging and connecting you to your, it's like the physical currency that synchronizes you to your spiritual intention of the $144. Right? So that gets you through the door. And if you want a one-on-one, right? If you need a one-on-one, it depends on which one you want to get. It's 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes for $30, $60, or $90. It's $1 per minute. So it depends on which one. And I suggest if you get in the first one, from the ones I've been doing, I strongly suggest that for the first one, you do at least a 60-minute, but I strongly suggest a 90-minute for the first one, because the first one is going through your natal chart, and a lot of times the natal chart alone takes about an hour. That's the 60 minutes. So if you just want a natal chart reading and it's your first one, I would suggest definitely the 60, because the first one we go through a lot of information, so you're going to need a 60-minute or a 90-minute. All right, so that's for the one-on-ones. And for those, I also have the 5D calendars. I didn't bring it out here with me, but if you need help in acquiring your true timeline, getting off the old Gregorian timeline and getting on your true timeline, the 5D calendar, I have those as well. And you can email me about that as well. Or if you just want to order it, you could just go straight and order it, because I check the orders. You can go ahead and order it and put it in the memo, 5D calendar, and make sure you put your address in the memo so I can mail it out to you. If you want it mailed out, because it's two ways. You can get it digital or you can get it by mail. Digital is $27 and to mail it out is $36. Right? Because I got to pay to ship it out, and the price just went up too. I may have to up it again because the price just went up. It's more than $10 now. So let me see. If you notice, I'm not even answering you. This is the wrong room for you. I'm not, go argue with the sun. I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth with you. If you don't know yourself and you choose to be in stagnation, which is the damnation of your own soul, which is your own soul's death, this is not the place for you. This is for ascension souls. It may be the place for you because maybe spirit is guiding you to Get out of that religious cap that you're in. Maybe your guides are guiding you. Your ancestors are guiding you. Your angelic hosts are guiding you. Because maybe there's some potential to you, but you're so busy being blocked in your madness, in your delusions. So I don't got nothing for you. All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right. I don't do lazy soul work, right? And that's why I don't do religion. It's lazy soul work. You're going to put everything on somebody else. Oh, he did it for me. Oh, his blood covered me. He did. What about your blood? Your blood, your DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, God, Lord, fire in the center of my being. That is your spiritual transcript. Your blood has the answers that you need in it, but you're going to put it on somebody else's blood. Mind your own soul blood's business and do your own work. And that's why I don't do the religious caps. Religion, if you in religion right now, Lord help you. Lord help you. Oh, here's the thank you. I got help. Here is the 5D calendar. A shift in time to help shift you onto the true timeline. Hi, Chase. Thank you. I saw you. I saw you, Chase. I was thinking about you today. I was thinking about the writing, and I meant to text you and be like, well, how's the writing going? How is the writing going? You know, I was going to check in with you because I got a offer on this writing. Sometimes the best you can do is to ignore them by calling all your energy back from the relationship, even though you're in a contract where you have to serve them food. Ooh, do I gotta serve them food? I don't know. It depends on what's really going on. Because if spirit show me something that's like, oh, I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to serve you any food. I'm not going to receive any food from. If spirit shows me something strong about this person that says you need to not have any kind of transaction with this person, I will not. I will not. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it looks like. Hold on. They want me to do this stupid puzzle. Right there. You got to do a puzzle with TikTok every time. Every time. Yep. If spirits show me something serious about them, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Let me see what else we got. You have to walk like you already have it and live it every minute. Every minute, Wild West. Every minute, every second. The universe will do the rest. Ashe. And that is how we manifest. That is the other half of how we manifest. You do what you're supposed to do up to the 6th step. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, go back to your Genesis. Those 7 days in Genesis is really 7 steps of a creative process that happens all the time in our consciousness. We are constantly manifesting. That's what I said in the beginning. But the 6 days, that's why it says on the 6th day, he made man in his image, male and female created he them both. That is the step of realization. That is when you have realized the image of the divine that you are through the creative process of who you are and what you do. On the 6th step, you've done your work. You've come to the realization. And on the 7th step, which is the 7th day, you rest. The universe will do the what? The rest. So you rest to reflect, to elevate, to shift, to transcend. You rest because you rest assured in trusting the creative process. And you trust that what is manifested, you did it. I mean, what is already in front of your face. Trust it. Even if you don't like it, you better trust the creative process and know that you manifested that ugly thing in your life that you don't like. Somehow, some way, some shape, some form. trust the process. Don't be biased. Don't just only look for fun stuff to manifest and the good stuff. Ooh, I'm a manifester. Big whoop. We all manifesting all the time. You manifested that ugly ass relationship that you tired of. Like, you manifested everything in your life that you like and don't like. But people only want to look at the good. Manifestation, where they say God is no respecter of person. Manifestation is manifestation. And that moment when you let your hands off of it, the universe meets you halfway. That's where it meets you. And it brings the mystical magic of manifestation. Right? Let me see what else we're saying. They also enjoyed slavery. Da 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 da. What else we got? You are your savior. You are your own savior, and repent just means to rethink. That's all. Rethink. Rethink. Your soul is going in the wrong way, in the wrong direction. So rethink. It's not for you to put it on somebody else. Yes, you did. You caught me, Chase. You caught me. Dang, I must be way down there. I'm going to fight for your soul. Oh, don't fight for me. I returned that. But you see, this is what I mean. People be up here talking crazy. Do not fight for my soul. Fight for yourself. Because there's no fight over here. You don't put that on me. Return that right back to you sevenfold, pressed down, shaking, rolling over, all of that, back to sender. I don't need nothing from you. I take, y'all see what I mean? That right there, energetic transactions, that's demonic. That's demonic. I return that back to the wounds that you hold and the wounds that consume you. You can take that. Don't send nothing my way. Don't pray for me. Don't fight for me. Please do for you. You stay in that whatever you in, you stay in that. You in bondage, not me. I'm free. I'm liberated. I'm a sovereign being, a sovereign soul doing what I came here to be. Elevate and ascend. Not be trapped in nobody's foolishness. Come on, man. I don't think anyone doing that repenting and stuff here. Ain't nobody here going to confess. The only repenting is to rethink. Rethink. That's it. We should be repenting every day. And I'm not talking about the religious way. That's the same thing I was saying about the ego. Are you chin checking your ego? If you chin checking your ego every day, then you're repenting. If you demon slaying every day, you're repenting. That's true repentance. Not going before somebody's pastor and kneeling down. We ain't got time for that. We don't got time for that. You are in the wrong room. You are in the wrong room. This is not for you. This is not for you. Greetings, Ebony. Greetings. I see you. No, but you can say what you went through is false. This is not for you though. You're looking for the Jesus People's room. I think you passed that a little bit down the left. Don't make a right over here. Make a left. Make a couple of left turns. Wrong room. I don't know what you're doing up in here. Wrong room. No blood sacrifices going down with Yeshua here. That's right. Ask him yourself. That's right. Go do for yourself. Don't be coming up in here with that. Thank you. It's not going. But I'll get it done the day I touch back down. Gotta be honest. Oh, I was like, I feel like, I had a feeling though. Let me not say I had a feeling you were not, because I know you're out of town and whatnot. So I'm like, man, I wonder if she's still writing something. I was missing in writing for a couple of days too and wrote something. So, We getting back on it. It's something to come. It's something coming up why I'm asking it. When you get a chance, see if you can let me know when you're available tomorrow, and I'll touch base with you of what's coming up about it. And it's a good opportunity. Let me see. Let me see what else you're saying. Right, Divine? You see him? We just gotta laugh at these people. We gotta laugh. These Jesus people, like some of them, you just gotta laugh. Like the ignorance is real, and we don't have no time for it. Listen, we don't got that kind of time. Manifestation never stops. They don't want to hear that though. No, they think that it's something that only when I do my manifestation magic. You're always manifesting. Get real. Like how gotta laugh at these little ignorant ones. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. You really lack something. You're in stagnation. What are you looking for? What do you want? Because you're not gonna change that. You're not converting nobody over here. This is not where you want to do your evangelism. Right? Fight for yourself. Right? You're the one that's a lost fart in the blizzard that's in bondage to something that you know nothing of. But keep it. Keep it for you. It works for you. It looks good on you. It works if you work it. Lord have mercy. And you just flood, you just keep talking. Like I'm trying to get the real people that's saying real things. Laugh at yourself. You the one, you laughing all the way to the stagnation of damnation that you're in. And y'all always want to project and call other people dark, and y'all the demons in the dark. You don't do no real soul work. Keep putting it on God. Keep putting it on him. Coming from the dark. Crystal Eve, peace, love, and light. Yep, maybe they need some light. They do. They're in the dark. They lost farts in the blizzard, but they think they doing something. They think they evangelizing. They think they know what they doing, and they so far from it. Those are the ones that, like I said, if you playing with religion right now, I'm speaking to my chosen ones, because a lot of times I hear where some are stuck on the fence, and it's like, listen, regardless of what your family had, some do it for tradition, all of this stuff, that's not going to get you to the ascension time. It's a major block. It's a major hindrance, because it's not allowing you to tap into your soul. It's not allowing you to be a sovereign soul. It's encouraging you to be a lazy soul and putting it on someone else to do the work for you. It has to be consciousness movement through your soul that is enlightening the light in you, the Christ consciousness in you, the super conscious. That is the spirit, that is the part of you that is in the image and likeness of the divine. So when you are moving through consciousness, that is the only way. And so when we hold ourselves to these blocks of religion, we block ourselves from tapping into the full capacity of our soul's purpose, because we're listening to the tools of humanity. We're listening to the tools of misguided humanity that is infiltrated by the opposition energies. They created religion as a spiritual distraction. And that's just what it is. Can religious be a good thing? Like, it could be for those real way off damn souls that need a stepping stone. Sometimes religion is a way to bring them through, but it's not somewhere where you stay. It's to cut and go through. It's a stepping stone. In the realm of spirituality, in the bigger picture, in the university, in the universe city of it all, religion is like kindergarten. It's not that it's all bad. It got some truths in it, but the problem is people get trapped in kindergarten. That's the problem with it. That's my problem. It's a cap. And you get stuck spending your whole life in kindergarten while there is a whole universe city to expand into. You will never get to the university. You will never get to the great order of divinity by being trapped in kindergarten your whole life. That's what that religious cap is like. That's the best way I can explain it. And so the quicker you get out of it, the quicker you can ascend, the quicker you can get to the next level, the next level. Now you can go through first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now you can go through school. Life is a school, and we come to this school of life and stay stuck in kindergarten. I don't think they hear me though. I don't think a lot of people recognize that. And then people trap you in kindergarten, making you believe it's scary to go out there and educate yourself into the higher levels. They want you to stay trapped in kindergarten. That's a part of the demonic agenda. But it's hidden under the disguise of some foolish lies. I wonder why most Native Americans won't accept Jesus Christ as their Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Like, oh my gosh, the Jesus people coming out right now. Come on. I am the light. What you seek is inside, not hung on a cross. That's right. Wow. You tell them. It's a quantum realm. Exactly, Crystal. I'll message you. I'll definitely be available tomorrow afternoon. Cool. Yes, please do. I'll see you then. I'll see you then, and we'll chop it up about the writings. Let me see what. Oh God, he's still here. Crystal, they're never gonna understand. This is a demon. This is a bot. It's probably a bot, a demonic entity in and of themselves. So they're not here to understand. They're here to deflect. They're here to pump up their ego to feel like they're somebody and someone. They're not going to look to understand, overstand, or understand anything. All right? I'm not even reading. I'm just skipping through them. You said it right. Hey, Tommy. Peace, love, and light. Tommy J, welcome in. I think it would be preschool if y'all ask me. Yeah, see, I was being nice, Wild West. I was being nice calling it kindergarten. To me, it really is like preschool. To me, religion is like basic school, preschool of the entire spiritual scope. It is basic, just like the Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth. Basic. Operative word, basic. All right. And for those who really are unless you're reading it metaphysically, esoterically, then it has some deep truths in there. You know, it's like a big fable. Like the Bible is this big fable with many stories that are deep, that are very encoded with truths. All right. Let me see what else we got with us. I feel like there is no transition in Christianity. They don't want you to transition out, Tommy. They don't want you to. Of course, there's no transition. They want you to stay trapped, and they want you to die in kindergarten. They want you to come here, stay in kindergarten, live in kindergarten, die in kindergarten. They want you to just stay there. They don't want you to transition. They don't want you out. All right, they looking for somebody to bat swords with. That's what the church is about. This is why I wear. You see this ankh right here? This is life. And the cross is death. This is life. You know why? Because it has the feminine aspect right here. This is the threefold right here. Man, woman, child. Man is a stick. Woman is the circle right there. Child. That's life. That's the threefold right there. They want to, you see, what they did was they took the feminine They took the divine feminine out. A very important key part in the God gene is the feminine, the memory key. This is the feminine energy. They took this out because they don't want you to tap into your subconscious. This is your subconscious mind. Within your consciousness, your subconscious is the feminine energy and your conscious is the masculine. They took out your feminine. That's why they're stuck like that. And they give you another stick, like a stick and a stick. A man and a man, that's it. And they like to cross swords with you. That's all they like to do. They want to battle with you. That's ego. The conscious phase of mind is also the ego, the will to do. So they took away the feminine and left you with ego. And you're constantly having an ego clash, an ego battle. That's all they want to do. Show who knows what about their Lord and Savior. That's death. That is a cross. Not just because of what we know the cross to mean, death, because that's what they killed people on. It's literally death because it's anti-life. This is life. And without the feminine energy, you have death. You have masculine. And there can't be any life coming from that alone. The modality of energy is plus, minus, negative, positive, masculine, feminine, in which the masculine, feminine energy is creative and receptive activity. Universally speaking, because universe doesn't look at gender. It's us that make things about gender. It's not about gender, it's energy. It's qualities of this energy. Feminine energy holds the qualities of feeling and memories. Subconscious mind. Right? The masculine qualities are thinking, doing, decision making. That is the creative activity. And out of the darkness, which is the feminine energy, out of the darkness meaning the unknown, not darkness meaning bad, out of the darkness, which is the feminine energy, the womb of the universe, Mama Universe, out of the darkness comes light, the sun, light. The ego that guides the way, the thinking, the doing, the creative activity. So out of the receptive activity comes the creative activity. This is the modality. We can't get away from it. So we need both. We need both masculine and feminine to have creation in time. But they don't hear me though, right? Hey, thanks for being you. I'm out till next time, and so it is. Ashe. Thank you, Wild West. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming through. Teach them, Sis Star. Religion controls and never teaches. Exactly. There's no teaching. There's not. It's just wanting to control. That's it. Man does through religion. What do you think religion comes from? Man. Come on, pick sense out of nonsense. If man controls through religion and religion was made by man, then religion is man-made. Come on now. I know we ain't that slow. Come on. Come on. Go put your cross somewhere up. Go put your cross somewhere else. Yes, Yeshua talks about ascension protocols, right? Thank you. Bring me back to the protocols. Let's go. Let's get the protocols going. We talking about ascension protocols. I'm not here to debate with them Jesus lovers. And I love Yeshua. I have a real relationship with the Christ consciousness because I know what it is in me. But I'm not here to debate with y'all. Let's get to the protocols, right? And I let Wild left, and I didn't get to show him the calendar. So this is what the calendar look like, y'all. It gets you off the Gregorian calendar. So if you're looking for a true timeline, find the calendar at a 5D corner near you. Email me if you would like to have this ascension tool. Speaking of ascension protocols, this is also an ascension tool, not just because getting it with me. If you see any other calendar that helps you get off of the Gregorian calendar, is helping you to return to the origins of time. And the origins of time, as we have it here, this is the first month that you're looking at right here. And the first month is Aries, right? They got y'all thinking these are signs. These are just zodiac signs. These are signs of the times. This is the tick of the talk of the cosmic clock. Aries is the first true month, right? And so anyone who has this calendar, it has all the portals in here, the ascension times that I'm talking about. Somebody was asking me that the portals that I was telling them about, the energetic hotspots, they were like, is it in the calendar? Yes, it's in the calendar. 88 Lionsgate is in the calendar. I'm going to go to it right now. That's the 5th month, the month of Heru that we were just in right now. This is the month we in right now. We at the end of the month. We down here at the end of the month. What's today? Actually, we here now. We off the Heru. We're in the month of Virgo. So this was the month of Leo. And if you look here, where can I show you where the 88 is? You'll see it right here. 88 portal. So the portals are in here. And you'll see where it says Galactic New Year. Like this is where it starts. The 88, the Halls of Amenti. Halls of Amenti 88 Lions Gateway generally starts here after the Galactic New Year. So if you have this calendar, you're going to see it says Galactic New Year, right? And it's easy to read because I put the 3D dates in there too. It's the 4th day of Leo, but it is the 26th day of July. And if you're looking for it here, it'll tell you Leo is from July 23rd to August 22nd. So it helps you to really find what you're looking for. If you're looking for anything between these dates, it's right there. What does this month have? It has anything from July 23rd to August 22nd, which is Leo. For those of you who understand the signs a little bit more as astrology, then you'll know. Right? You'll know. So if you're looking for the month, I go by the Kemetic name, so I call it Heru. Heru, and then Heru is Leo. Right? So with that said, let me see. Welcome in, Roxy. Welcome in, Soil. Peace, love, and light. Right, so this is one of the protocols that can help. If you can get to the return of the times, the origins of times, then this is one of the tools. This ain't no regular calendar, right? It's an ascension tool. And it takes a lot to get it out and get it there. So when I put this out, that's why I said it's $27. $27 if you are ordering the digital. But for me to mail it to you, I got to pay for shipping, so it's $36. If you want the hard copy, it's $36. If you want the digital and you want to print it out yourself, $27. Right? And if you need one, as I said, you can email me. If you want to just order it straight and put in the memo calendar and send your address, you can do it through Cash App. My Cash App is Cosmic Earth 144. And you can Zelle me by using my email, akilatextry@gmail.com. Both of those are in my bio on TikTok. Ashe. Let me see. Did Yeshua talk about Ascension Protocol? Oh, I read that already. I wanted to make sure I get that. Right? So when you go to, oh my God, go to sleep, God body. You're so annoying right now. You're just like an annoying flea. You're like a mosquito in the room that just won't get out. Somebody need to slap this mosquito. This one of the mosquitoes just nobody's paying you any attention. Like I said, this is not the room for you. This is not the room for you. You're not converting anybody over here. please kick rocks with Jesus sandals on. Since you want some Jesus in your life, kick rocks. The protocol. So now we switch from this to, oh, you think you're a crusader? He's a crusader. It's my job to save your soul. It's my job to save your soul. You need to be rebuked. Right? God body is insecure about his religion. That's why, yeah, he's deflecting. He's insecure. He know he insecure. Get your ass up out of here. Go find you something to do. Go pray. Go in your prayer closet. Give it to the Lord. Go and profess Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Please. Do it for you. Go to the altar call. The altar call is calling you. Please. Get to the altar call. Somebody call God body to the altar call. Jesus, take the wheel and take God body with you. Please. My God, you in a pool that you can't swim in. You about to drown out here in these spiritual streets. Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt when you wake up with a headache or something start happening to you. Don't get hurt because you playing around now. Don't play out here in these spiritual streets. You're going to call for some stuff to happen to you that's not for you, man. Get out of here. Or maybe it is for you. All right? Get up out of here. Go to your prayer closet, please. Somebody call on him. Sing some hymns or something. So, like I said, this calendar, a protocol tool. All right? Protocol tool to get to these ascension hotspots. So, as I said, the hotspots are all in here. Do we have any for the next month? The next month we going to is, where is it? All set. Okay. We have any hotspots here? Day code, vortex. Like, it got all the vortices in here. A vortex, the Ethiopian New Year. We got a couple of things in here. So wherever you see the little green spots, it's a vortex. 6-6 portal. It's a 6-6 portal. So the portals, there are different kind of portals, right? But the portals are mainly where there are certain numbers. Wherever numbers are repeated by the collective consciousness, it's a portal. That's why you got the 8-8. That's why you got the 7-7, the 6-6. These are repeated portals. And anywhere where there are palindromes, it's a vortex, right? There's different vortices, vortexes. So these are energetic hotspots and gateways, like the 8-8 gateway that is really the halls of Amenti. These are energetic hotspots for you to tap into your ascension time. These are protocols. So the protocol is, what did we say? Let's go over it. The protocols are consciousness, moving through your consciousness, the way you go through it, the way you process your information, the way you do your soul work. That's protocol. Humility is a major necessity for you doing your soul work. Without humility, you end up looking like God body up in here in these spiritual streets, because there's no humility onto yourself. Like, he completely overrides his perfect example. He completely overrides his ego. He's set tripping. Set is in his soul tripping. His set is off, set, and set tripping, right? So with lack of humility, you won't be able to find the truth in you, because you'll just be running on the whatever stories and narratives that have been told to you, or the lies that you tell yourself. However you want to look at it, you're just going to keep going and keep going. So humility is necessary to move through your consciousness in that way, to listen to the feminine quality, which is the subconscious mind, to unlock the key and the God gene. So when you're doing that consistently and finding these cosmic alignments, and this is the next part that I'm sharing with you, the cosmic alignments are part of the protocols to the ascension in time. What are the cosmic alignments? Well, the full moon, the new moon, the winter solstice, summer solstice, equinox, these are important times in the cosmos that connects you with the divine alignment. This is a divine speaking to you because light codes are always coming through, and especially through a solar perspective. This is why it is the solar continuum, through the solar perspective of what we continue in our consciousness movement. And so what you're doing when you get to these spots magnifies. It's almost like it connects. It's a meeting point. So it magnifies. So when you do your soul work, you move through your consciousness, you're doing your shadow work, you're breaking the distortions, you're breaking the illusions, you're removing the years of lies that not only you have been living, but that's in your bloodline from your family, that is in the collective imprint over time. When you break all those barriers and all those layers, you self-actualize in your soul. You remove, you decalcify the third eye, and you remove the dysfunction so you can raise your vibrations, so that when you meet with an energetic hotspot, it's amplified, and it amplifies your potential of ascension. It is your cosmic potency by having the cosmic alignments. And so wherever they align in time, it's almost like you plug in to these hotspots where light beams, light codes are just streaming through, and you get to come in alignment based on how you've been moving through your assignments. It's all up to you. Some people, we all hit these energetic hotspots. For some people, it just passes them by because they're not aware of it. They're completely clueless to it. So every time we hit these energetic hotspots, it passes them by, and sometimes it causes chaos in their life, and they don't even know why, because it depends on the potency of the energetic hotspot. Like this was a major potent one during this Halls of Amenti. So people were passing through, things were happening in their life, and they don't even know why. They're clueless. This is why it's important to know these things. This is why it's important to know thyself. Know who you are by knowing who you're not, if that makes sense. Know who you are by knowing who you're not. So when you do the work, you're unlocking, you're opening codes, you're opening pathways so that you can be in a tighter alignment with your ascension. It's all on you. And this is why I do the soul work that I do. This is why I do the workshops. Every workshop has helped someone unlock another level, another layer within their soul. Because there's so many dysfunctions in us. Think about it. If you've been doing the same dysfunctional stuff for 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your life, it doesn't just go away with one workshop. It's layers, it's levels. It's doing it every time, and not just when you have these moments once a year, twice a year. So that's the measure of consistency. Your measure of consistency is part of the protocol. How often are you being consistent with this conscious movement through your mind? How often are you tapping into your soul and realizing the false matrix beliefs that you behold, the false narrative, the ego set tripping on false ideologies, false idols to help keep you blocked from your higher self. They don't want you to know yourself. Although it tells you, even in their book, when it says the kingdom is within you, that means you got to go in and through you. And the more you do it truthfully, you're going to find these energetic hotspots without even purposefully knowing them. You're going to find yourself aligned. Some of you have found yourself aligned this year, even in the 8-8. I spoke to someone today that was like, I just happened to really fall into alignment. I had never heard of the 8-8 before. When these things start to come on your timeline of life, it is because you are aligning. you're moving through. There's something that you're doing that you're moving away from some stuff. And so you allow yourself to be open to this cosmic alignment. So it's the work that you're doing at a level of consistency, at a level of processing. Let me say it this way. It's what you're doing to a degree, the degree of consistency in which you're doing it with the level in which you are processing, how you're processing it. Because people can come to these points often, right? Let's say their measure of consistency, they come all the time, but their performance is not really where it should be, right? That's like somebody who's on a team, on a football team, a soccer team, or whatever. They come to practice every day. So their measure of consistency is up. They're always there every day. However, when they're there, their level of performance, their level of the way they process and perform is not up to par. So it's not amplifying it. It has to go hand in hand. You come often and you have to be able to play well. And it goes the other way around. You could play very well, right? You can play very well, but you don't come all the time. You're not match your measure of consistency is not there. So you miss particular points. You're missing some things. So there has to be a match, some type of match in with the level of consistency, as well as the level of process and the way that you do what you do. So if you're practicing being in bondage, if you're practicing being capped, putting your responsibility on some other entity outside of yourself and not having true accountability for the soul work that you have to do, then you deny yourself. You deny your Christ in you. You deny your own Christ consciousness in you. That's you being the Peter of your soul, denying yourself over and over and over again, right? One's 3 favorite ascension spots. Portals are, hi Louie, welcome in. Spots or portals are Rock, Eagle, Mound, Georgia, Sedona, Arizona, and Mound City, St. Louis. I like this live and your subject matter. Thank you. Welcome. And those are some location spots. So thank you for sharing that. See, that's why I said there's different protocols to ascension, right? There are also location spots. So you thank you for that reminder. There are particular spots in the earth geographically that are high ascension portal spots. That's why some places carry high vibrational energy more than others. More than others. And a lot of people don't realize that some of these spots, a lot of these spots are getting attacked right now because of the frequencies that are speeding up, and we're moving through these ascension spots. And a lot of times it has to do with collective imprints in particular places that have like really dense, like they're really dense. So it's very low vibrational, right? And so the people that are often there feel the low vibration. Some people are in places and you're like, I just got to get out of here. Because you can, if you're a higher vibrational being, you're sensitive and you can feel the lower densities in these particular locations. And something is telling you, you gotta go, right? So looking at these location spots are helpful as well in finding out where they are. And I could tell just by what's going on in the universe, like the frequencies are turning up, and you could see in certain parts of the world where there's so much damage, where there's calamity happening, and that's because there's too much resistance in those particular locations, too much density and too much resistance. And wherever there's resistance, the light can't flow through. So the light, as it's coming through the planet, is breaking it up. It's breaking it up, and the earth is reacting to it in certain ways, whether it's an earthquake, whether it is floods, things like that. These are things that are always happening, but you learn how to pay attention Notice how some of these things are happening after solar flares. If you all are paying attention to solar flares, not that solar flares are bad, it's the bad energy in the particular places in the land that are getting cleaned and cleared out by the light potential, by the light frequencies. But the solar flares aren't bad, because the solar flares are what I call flash for miles. It's light energy and information that is coming off of the sun with fifth density light, because we are in the fifth dimension. The planet has ascended to its fifth dimension. So these solar flares that are coming off, remember the sun is our Google Chrome server, and it's going to serve us the light that matches the earth, that matches the planet. We're fifth dimension, so we get fifth density light. And for those souls who are 3D souls, like our good friend here, God Body is a 3D soul processor, they getting fried on the grid. These are the ones that are going to not be able to make it through. They can't go because they're at a 3D processing. These religionists, they're stuck. They're at a 3D processing. Their intel does not match the fifth density light. They need 5G. They need a 5G modem. Like when they change everything to 5G, yeah, 5D is what was kicking in. And if you are at a 3D capacity, if your intel is a 3D soul, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to get fried. Right? Hi, Tarat. Today's topic, we're talking about the protocol, the Ascension protocol. And we were talking about some protocol spots. Right? And the energies, the light energy and information that's coming through the sun. The solar flares are the light energy and information that is coming through the sun. So when it shoots off these solar flares at fifth density frequency, it is coming through with the light energy and information into the planet, injecting it into the planet. And those of us who are not up to par won't be able to manage these light frequencies. But those of us who have evolved to the fourth, you have to be at least a fourth dimensional soul to withstand some of this light frequency information. And so if you're a 5D soul or more, you're definitely compatible with the fifth density light. If you're a 4D soul, you can manage it, but it's a little bit of a struggle here and there, but you could definitely manage it better than a 3D soul. 3D souls cannot manage this light. They ain't ready for it. She wasn't ready. They not ready. All right, let me see what some of you are saying. No, I can't take you with me. Don't nobody want to come with you. You in stagnation. You in hell. Like, they really think they somewhere. Oh my God, you're such a lost fart in the blizzard. I can't, like, reading your stuff is laughable. Like, I need a moderator for the TikTok group. I need a moderator. I need somebody to get you the hell out of here. Because this is just annoying. You like that mosquito that won't leave, and you just flooding it with foolish information. Like, get the hell out of here. Please, please, please. Go say a prayer. Say a little prayer for you. I say a little prayer for you. Oh my God, I can't. Listen, I will not do the projections. Please get your, yeah. They always coming for you. That's you. Don't project on me. You can't stand the light. That's why you still in here, because the demon in you is upset. It has nothing to do with you. You know nothing. You know nothing. You're a lost fart in the blizzard. You're in stagnation. I'm talking about ascension, and this where you at. You will never be able to ascend. You can't cross the timelines. You can't shift. You cannot ascend. You can't go. You are the everybody that can't go. You are the ones that's getting left behind. You're the ones that's getting, you know, caught up in the rapture that's coming for you. I realize that I come here on earth to unearth my consciousness from within our unconsciousness. Yep. I thought I was conscious, and now I see that I was unconscious. I now spend my time removing densities. Exactly. That's what we're here to do. Hey, Dallas. I saw you earlier today passing through. Peace, love, and light to you. Welcome. It's been a minute. Welcome, welcome to the Ascension Room. We're talking about ascension tools. So ascending is you just basically doing your soul work. Like you said, you come to earth you come here to unearth your unconsciousness, your consciousness, excuse me, from within your unconsciousness. So you're going from being unconscious zombies like God body here, want to be unconscious, walking around, not knowing, to awaken your consciousness, awaken your soul, right? So I had to show up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So you're here to awaken that and do the work. Unpack. Get into that subconscious and unpack the traumas, unpack the lies, unpack the distortions, all that has been impressed and imposed upon us. We're unpacking all of that. And the more you do is the more you are amplifying your ascension. That's just what it is. Right? So the protocols are finding these energetic hotspots and locations, like what's her name again? Louis was saying to us. The locations are also a part of the sensations of information as we go through on our ascension. So the 4 places, like some people only come like once a year to a spot. So that's the solstice, the equinox, that's quarterly. Now monthly is when we're doing it with the moon, full moon, new moon, constantly aligning with these coordinates, because the moon and the sun are our luminaries. So they guide us. They're the guiding light that is guiding us. The sun and the moon are actually like the tick of the tock. They're like the hands on the tick-tock clock, not tick-tock. They're the hands on the cosmic clock. They are what I call the tick of the tock of the cosmic clock. So the sun and the moon is pointing to certain things, helping you with your alignment, seeing these energetic hotspots, and it's giving you an opportunity every month to remove. The full moon is a cosmic spotlight, bringing up all the wells of emotions in you. So it brings everything to the surface of what you need to deal with. It is the best time to tap into your subconscious. That's why I do the workshops with the full moon quarterly. Next one in September. Every month you get to move through your soul. Every single month. For those who take a stop and take a stock, it is called soul inventory. You utilize that cosmic spotlight that's bringing up all this junk in you. That's why people get irritated. Start paying attention to when you're like very irritated. And if you look, you can be like, oh, it's a full moon. When you start to really pay attention, you're going to notice every time it's a full moon. They even have it recorded in certain psychiatric wards. Whenever there's a full moon, everything goes crazy. Everything goes haywire. Everybody start tripping in there because it brings up. And it's because they don't have as much control over their behaviors like other people do, like everyday people. Everyday people go through this too. They just have a better way of controlling and hiding it and concealing it and hiding it under depression and eating and all of their other addictions that they use to cover it up. But every month, I guarantee y'all, every month during the full moon, something is coming up for you. And you're getting what happens is with people who don't know, they suppress it. They feel the irritation and they put it away. They push it back. They don't address it. The actual thing you're supposed to do is address it. Whatever's coming up during the full moon, let it come up. Let it come up so you can see what it is and address it. Yep, the earth is cleansing. The parasite must go. Stop clinging on our energy. Thank you, Dallas. Call them out. Dallas, I need a moderator up in here. I need you to come up in here for me. I don't know if Celestial is still here. We need a moderator because we need to just boot them TikTokers out of here. Clinging on to us, trying to siphon our light. They trying to spy in on us and they trying to pretend like they against, oh, I don't like you. I don't like you. All the meantime, siphoning. It's the enemy using them too to siphon the light. Damn parasites. Dallas said, anytime, please. Earth is waking the gods. Yep, it's waking the gods in all of us. Those are all of us who are awaking on the light grid. So when we do this work, when we tap into the soul, when the full moon comes up, it's saying, here you go. Here's the cosmic spotlight. Here goes some bullshit you got going on. Here goes some stuff you need to work on. That's the full moon. Unpack that. It's giving you an opportunity every month. Think about that. You got 12 times a year, every month, no excuses to tap into your soul, to sit with yourself and realize what you got going on. Realize what you need to unpack. And the more you do that, the deep work that you do, that is the more that you amplify yourself. The more you bring yourself into the Christ consciousness, it's the more you harmonize your subconscious and your conscious mind so that you can tap into your super conscious, which is your Christ conscious. That is where Yeshua said, the Father and I are one. That's where he became one with him, in the super conscious, when he became the Christ, because Christ is not his last name. Just like Jesus ain't his first name. He became the Christ. So this is all within your consciousness. You're a threefold being: spirit, soul, body. And within the soul, there's a threefold to your soul, because that's your entire mind. That is your consciousness: superconscious, conscious, and subconscious. When you harmonize with the conscious and subconscious, you open the flow of your superconscious. That's how you tap into your God body. That's how you help activate that God gene. That's the Christ consciousness in you, right? So when you do that, when you're working with the full moon every month, you are tapping into that subconscious to bring everything in the subconscious to the light of your consciousness. And it is that harmony between them that brings forth the superconscious mind, awakening your Christ. And every time, that is the true walk with the divine. Many people don't know how to walk with it. They don't know how to walk with the Christ consciousness. They don't have a real relationship. What I'm speaking to you of is a real, true relationship with the divine. Not going into somebody's doctrine and letting them indoctrinate you into their lies. But you having a true relationship with yourself. And the more you have a true relationship with divinity, with the great order of divinity in you, you become that kingdom. The kingdom in you becomes you. You are becoming of the kingdom. And then you are truly one with the divine. But it's by your works. Faith without works is dead. So you could believe all you want to. If you're not doing soul work, if you're not moving through your soul and unpacking the bullshit, then you're not activating anything. Nothing is being activated. What's been coming up for me this full moon is the do-gooder demon. It is very intertwined with the true self. Yeah, that's the confusion. That's the blurred lines in the ego. The ego, that misappropriated ego, wants to feel like, oh, I'm a do-gooder. I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. I'm saving souls. Yeah. That's that misappropriated ego that gets puffed up in pride instead of humility that says, what is this to thee? What is this to me? How is this my business? What is it that I need to be doing in my soul? And if something out there is upsetting me, life is a reflection of you. So whatever is showing up, it's something that's coming to show you something. Do you get it? The universe is saying, do you get it? Your subconscious pressed play and it showed up in your life, world, and affairs. Do you get it? Do you get what is showing up for you? So these wounds, these things that we got to unpack in our subconscious, these are the wounds, and the wounds are the demons in you. This is why no man is exempt. We're all susceptible. Every day we got to be repent, like Lauryn Hill said, no man is exempt. Need to get down on his knees and repent. But like I said, not in that religious way. It's to rethink the foolish thoughts that you had, rethink those wounds that you want to hold on to. Some of you are holding on to some wounds from before you, from deep in your bloodline. You've been bound, you've been bounded and binded up. And you have no way of tapping into your true soul unfolding journey. You are lost. You are lost. Lost farts in a blizzard. Yes, Dallas, unhealed demons. The more wounds you have legions of demons in your soul. You are the demon because you have not unpacked. There's a difference between a healed soul and unhealed. You got some unpacking to do. But they won't do it because they're in a lazy religion that thinks it's already done for them. It's pre-packaged, so they don't got to do no work. They'll learn, when they die. when everything comes around, they got to circle back around and come back again. No accountability. And that's what I was talking about, Dallas. If you see the video, you might see the video I did earlier. They ain't got no accountability because demons are allergic to accountability. So they don't know how, they have no ability to account for the energy that has been held in their accounts of life, in their soul. They don't have it. You got to take accountability for self. They don't like that. They allergic to that. Do it myself? What do you mean? Says who? Who said to do it myself? I need somebody to do it for me. I can't get into the kingdom by myself, even though the kingdom is within you. So it's for you to go within you and find the key and do what you came here to do. Past life regression meditation. Yep. The tool used to repair past life trauma, which helps you to ascend in this life. Ashe. Thank you, Louis. Some people could use a past life regression. If you don't know, a lot of the traumas sometimes that you have in this lifetime, the things that keep repeating over and over again, because you're in an infinite loop. You're in a loop and you haven't realized that this may stem all the way from a past life. And that's how I teach people how to find their past life. If you don't get to do a past life regression, I've been asked, well, how do I, relieve my karmic trauma? How do I get rid of my trauma? And usually I would let them know, well, you can go by checking out, doing a past life regression. That's going to tap into your subconscious to help you see what is there. And if you don't get a chance to do it, then you get to, hey, are there any spiritual beings around me? You get to, who is that? Nadi? Hold on one second. Let me not lose my train of thought. If you go into your past life, if you don't get to do a past life regression, thank you, Spirit. If you don't get to do a past life regression, then you can look at your patterns. Your patterns, your life is telling you what it is you need to do. There's certain patterns in your life that keep replaying and replaying, and it's because that pattern is saying something to you. It's coming from a past life, and in this lifetime you came here to remove that karmic trauma or that soot off. I call it soot. Remove that soot off your soul, right? So thank you, Louis, for that reminder of past life regression, because that helps you. That past life is with you. It's inside of your soul imprint. It's in your soul work. It's in your black box. You know what your black box is? Your subconscious. Your subconscious is the memory key. So it is the black box. It holds all memories of this lifetime, your past life, like everything is in that black box called your subconscious mind. And so that's what they tap into. When you do a past life regression, it's tapping into that subconscious that holds the key to these multiple lifetimes. And so if you came to this lifetime and you're just going through the same thing over and over again, stop and look at that pattern. Right? Easy exercise to tap into your past life is repeating. You will remember prior to resting. Yes. Thank you for that, Dallas. Repeating and repeating. And repeat before you go to rest. And some of this information may come up to you in your dream life, in the astral life. Some of it will come back to you. So tapping is repeating. Like sometimes I tap that third eye and repeat. Right? Rise and write what you saw. Yes, thank you. So repeating before you go to sleep, and then rise. When you get up, write what you saw. Write what you saw, rinse and repeat. Do it again and again. Thank you, Dallas. And that's what I do. I sleep with the book beside me. I sleep with my pen, and so when I get up, if something comes, it's like, oh, let me write that down, because we getting downloads. We get downloads when we sleep. When we rest, we're getting downloads. You don't got to be asleep to get it. Sometimes you get downloads like right now. Sometimes downloads just come through, right? Someone was asking if there was spirits around me. To be honest, I'm not going to say I'm looking through you and see that spirit to you. I'm not that type of reader, right? Everybody has their reading gifts differently. That's not one of mine. So I'm not going to sit here and say that. What I will say to you is based on what I know, that spirit, there's energies always around you, right? So what kind of spirits? That's a different question, because you got benevolent ones and malevolent ones, good and bad. So it depends on what you got, what you working with, what you tapping into, what you let sit in your field, right? Let me see what you're saying. Past life, yep. You're welcome. Thank you, Louie. Your presence is greatly appreciated here. Thank you so much. And Clay, as always, thank you so much for sweeping out, the ones that don't need to be here. Let me see who else. What else? Oh my God, this person this gotta be a bot. This gotta be a bot. This is like, come on, just get out the way. Nobody's talking to you. We on a whole nother level. People that's on the ascension time, we on a whole nother level. We don't got time for this. Imagine, let me see what hi Kayla. Imagine not being able to ascend because you believe in a sky daddy. They don't care that they not ascending, Kayla. They don't care. They think they going places. They think they going places, and they going 100 miles an hour into a brick wall, because they live in stagnation. The opposite of ascension is stagnation. They're not going anywhere. They what they say, they like to send people to hell, and they the ones sitting in hell with gasoline drawers on. They're not going anywhere. Not being able to ascend, and they don't care. Imagine that. Can you imagine, Kayla? Can you imagine being stuck in that type of buffoonery, that type of ignorance. It's sad. They the ones that's being annihilated. Like the earth, the planet is ascending, and those who are the dead cells of the earth, they getting shake, they getting shook. They getting shook off. They won't be here. Right? They getting so shook. It's sad for real, right? Clean the aura. I choose not to be stagnant. That's right. There's a stagnant. If you're not ascending, it's a stagnation. Right? I don't know why I didn't do this long time. Get them the hell up out of here. Like, just, it gotta be a bot, because they ain't got nothing better to do. Why don't you just find your own kind, find your own people, and go talk to them? Y'all could talk Jesus peeps love together all you want, but no, they ego, they foolish pride and foolish ego got them sitting in a room. It's like being a black person sitting in a room full of KKK, or vice versa. It's like being a KKK sitting in a room full of Black Panthers. Like the audacity. You just looking for death. I mean, my bad. They already in death. Not that death is a bad thing, because it's just transition. Every time we collapse an old timeline, it's an ego death. It's not like death is a bad thing, but that type of soul death, ooh, it's a wicked thing. It's a wicked thing. They don't want no type of life. They don't want no ankh. They don't want no type of life. Why would you want to pray to a religion that unalive my peoples? They don't. They lost farts in a blizzard, Dallas. They are slaves. They are slaves. They don't realize it. Especially black people. Like, really? You were taken from your mother. You were kidnapped from your mother, and they gave you a new mother called religion. That was your new mother. You were breastfed on religion. That's the new mother they gave you. It's like a Stockholm syndrome. The Lulu is the Salulu. Kayla, that's the Lulu. They got Stockholm syndrome. Stockholms. And there's no way out. Lost. And they choose a gun. I gotta light this, y'all. I gotta light this, because I need to get them there. Come get your people. Come get your people. Thank you, Gina. Thank you for the hearts. Release you now, release you now. I release you to your now. I release you to your now. Let something call you out. I release you to your now. You're going to get a rude awakening. You plan and you plan and you plan. You're going to get a rude awakening. I release you to your now. Y'all know them demons can't take sage. They can't take it. They can't take it. I should have been lit this. Release. I release you to your now. Lord, we need a moderator over here. Thank you for the like, Gina. Thank you for the like. And they erased the goddess from their book. Yep, and replaced it with daddy and son. See? You wasn't even here when I or you probably heard it, but that's what I meant. That's why they got the God that touching the sun, talking about touching the finger, and they took the feminine energy off. And that's why they offset and set tripping in their soul. They lost to it all. Right? Made up. Yep. So these are the ascensions. Hey, Trinity. The Trinity. Richard, welcome in. The Trinity, thank you for the rainbow. So ultimately, we were talking about protocol, the ascension protocol. So there are these spots. There is you, and there's these energetic spots. It's what you do, and how you get there is how you go through. You can get there. You could take a horse to the water. You can't make him drink. Some people could get to these spots, but they can't drink the water. Right? They can't appropriate. So get to these energetic hotspots. And the best way I like to talk about it, like the solstice, the equinox, the 8-8 Lionsgate, halls of Amenti, these and the full moon, these are all cosmic alignments, and they should be these are the true holidays. Because those holidays that they have out there, those are distractions. Just like religion is a distraction, these holidays are distractions. And if you look at it, they have these holidays in high energetic spots. That's not a coincidence. That's through orchestration. That's through the demonic database agenda and archon orchestration, right? So we got to be mindful of these holidays. I'm not trying to tell nobody how they live their life. I was an avid holiday person. I had to wean off, right? But when you know what you know, you can't unknow. You can't go back. And when you know that these holidays are distractions, one of the examples, the main examples I've been giving the people I've been having one-on-ones with is the obvious one is July. 4th of July is a major distraction from the Sirius gateway. So when you get invested in these distractions, you plug out of the alignment. You plug out. It's supposed to be you beam me up, Scotty. This is supposed to be your cosmic alignment, but you disconnect because the distraction brings you out of that. That's one of the main ones. It's not just about shooting up fireworks and all. They got your attention. When you're distracted by that, then you are not. And the most potent part of the Sirius gateway is July 5th. So think about it. When you get caught up in 4th of July foolishness, you completely thrown off, distracted, all of that, wasted all your energy, and you have nothing to give for July the 5th. Matter of fact, you resting from all the hanging out and drinking and whatever else you've been doing, eating, whatever else you've been doing. So you don't connect to that cosmic alignment. The Sirius gateway is a potent cosmic alignment. The halls of Amenti in the 8-8 gateway is a potent cosmic alignment that also has an opportunity to have a major ego death, which is what's needed. The two most important points of having an ego death, is it 3? Hold on, Spirit, is it 3? The two major ones is the 8-8, the halls of Amenti is a major, I would say the most potent ego death opportunity to have. The winter solstice is another major ego death opportunity. And I'm going to say maybe the third one would be what they call Easter. And in the 5D calendar, you'll see it's called the rise of Christ consciousness. Because we don't do none of their little pagan holidays. It is the rise of Christ consciousness. And in that time, and this is with the spring equinox that just kicked in. So around that time, it is the new year. That's why the egg represents something new, right? And that's another opportunity to see the rise out of the ego death, because you're coming out of the winter season, which is the respiriting season that you go into with the winter. And so you spend 3 months in that respiriting season going through the ego death all through those 3 months, bringing you into the rise of the Christ consciousness, right? So these are like 3 major energetic points. So I'm giving, these are like some of the ascension protocols to know how to align yourself with. And so those are the 3 ones for the ego death. Is there any more? Those are the ones for ego death. And so when you align yourself with that, you are having that cosmic alignment with your soul's assignment. That is a protocol for ascension. Aligning with this. When you miss your cues, you miss your hues. Right? And so another, Christmas, that's another one. That was my favorite holiday. But let me tell y'all, Christmas robs you every year of another major cosmic alignment, and that is the alignment with the galactic center. That is the Sagittarius. Y'all see that Sagittarius arrow? Sagittarius arrow points to the galactic center. I used to call it, before I knew that, I used to say the arrow points to the truth. And that is the truth. That's the galactic center. So it is a direct alignment that happens around Christmas time, somewhere around, is it the 21st? Somewhere around the 21st, about 3 days before the winter solstice. The winter solstice is on the 21st. And so about 3 days before that, there is a direct alignment in Sagittarius that points to the galactic center. So if we are truly in alignment and positioning ourselves at that time, we are aligning ourselves. And it's also within a vortex. If you have the calendar, you'll see there's a vortex. For those who do get the 5D calendar, get it at a 5D corner near you. Tell me if you want one. You'll see from December 12th, from 12/12 to 12/21 is a vortex. And so while you're in that vortex, if you're aligning with that, you're preparing yourself. Be prepared, right? PAIR, paired, beforehand. Being prepared with the divine, meaning align yourself. So if you are intentional in this vortex, you're already aligning yourself with that alignment to the galactic center, which is Mama Universe. The darkness that we come out of the darkness comes the light. So greatness to you too. Greatness to you. Peace, love, and light, and welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Ain't no y'all don't, let me tell you, anybody y'all don't talk to God body. It don't even make no time. Don't waste no time. They want to pull on our energies. That's what it was. And I've said enough to them. I'm just, at this point, just ignoring. Ignore. They want to pull on the energies. Don't even give them no information. Look this up, look that up. That's a lost cause right there. That's what you call a demonic entity. That's what you call an NPC. That's a real NPC right there. They don't want nothing. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them none of your energy. At this point, let's keep it real on where we at. Because they're just a distraction. I don't know why they not kicking rocks yet with their Jesus sandals. This a real strong demon. A real, what I call dumb diddy demons. Desperate energies are doing desperate things right now. Desperate energies do desperate things. So we got to just let them be desperate. Desperate. It's a dying age. Let them be desperate. Ashe. So when we're so busy in Christmas, this is why I say Christmas is the biggest. Why not have the biggest holiday when we're supposed to have the biggest alignment? You think that's an accident? That the archons allowed that to happen? That the demonic database allowed that? You think that's an accident? That they do that around the strongest alignment with the galactic center on top of the winter solstice, which is another alignment helping you have your ego death. The winter solstice is when the sun is still. Sun is soul. Stis is still. When the sun is still for 3 days and then it moves again. That's why they say the sun died and rose in 3 days. Where you think they get that story from? This has been happening before they decided to tell their story. The sun dies and rises in 3 days. And the ancient ones would call this the sun dying when it stops on the 21st. And then it rises in 3 days. So their Christmas Eve is pretty much their 3rd day. It is the rise of the sun. right? It is the rise of the sun. What should be my focus at my birth date? Oh, that's a good question on the calendar. Um, well, your birth date is wherever you find it on the calendar. You go by your degrees, and I'll show you by using mine as an example. But what you should do, the question is what you should do, and we were talking about that today. That's another energetic hotspot for you, is your solar return. Remember, these are cosmic alignments, and your solar return is your cosmic alignment every year. So what you can do is get to your natal chart. Your natal chart is your nativity scene, by the way. That is your natal activity. Your natal activity is your nativity. So when they talk about Christ and his nativity scene, they don't even know that that's what they talk about. The Bible is heavily coded, and they are talking about the natal chart, y'all. Let me let y'all know that when they talking about the nativity scene, that is the natal chart of your Christ consciousness. Your Christ consciousness has a nativity scene, because in the beginning was the Word, and that Word was the Christ consciousness that is always here, ever existing, waiting on you to tap into it. So that nativity scene is what you go back to every year for your solar return. You should go back to your natal chart, honor your natal chart, look at it. Look at it, become one with it. Look at what it is you should be doing. Be reminded. It should be a remembering spot for you. And if you're doing your work all the year round, thank you for the heart, Marcel. If you're doing your work all the way around, when you get to your solar return, that's what you should be doing for your birthday, not splurging and going all out. And I'm not saying don't love on yourself and self-care, but first things first, self-care, the mind, the soul. When your birthday, when your solar return comes around, it's time to check in on yourself through a solar perspective. And if you're asking about the calendar for, to give you an example, I'll give you my date for an example, right? Birthday, Ma'at is Libra, right? The days are degrees, y'all. I'm telling y'all, the days are degrees. So my birthday being on the 18th, right? Remember, Libra is September 23rd through August 22nd. That's Libra. This is the month of Ma'at. Kemetically inclined, it's called Ma'at because even these are Greek names. So Libra, September to October. My birthday is here. All right. So you can see it. The smaller numbers are the 3D numbers. This is October 18th, right? On the calendar, when I look on the 5D calendar, it is the 26th degree of Libra. It is the 26th day of Libra. Libra, 26th day. The days are the degrees, right? And it's not always exact because there are 30 degrees. You got to give and take. The universe is not so exact. Like, we're not going to find the exact points of time. Man cannot know it all. Man is never going to know the exact. So there are 30 degrees in each house. And the days of the month sometimes are longer than other. The longest day in the year always is in Cancer. The longest month is Cancer. It's 32 days. Because that is when the sun is at its maximum. And then it starts to decrease as it's going down. It goes 31 days as it's going back towards the winter. And as it's coming up again, the numbers come up again. Right? But they throw us off with their calendar because it really is orderly. The universe is orderly. It's not, you see how we have 31 days, 30 days here. So sometimes we forget which month have 31 days and which month have 30. It's very orderly in the universe. In the universe, it's going to go in that order. You start with Asar. The first month is Aries, Asar. And you already start with 31 days. 31 days, 31 days, 31 days. until you get to Cancer, 32 days, the longest, 32 days at its solar maximum. And then it begins to go down again, 31 days, 31 days, 30, 31 days, and then 30, 30, 30, till the last month or two have 29 days. And then it goes back up again. When we get to the new year, it goes back up to 31. But it's orderly, 31 to 32, then back down again, 31, 30. So you don't got to figure out, like, wait a minute, was it 30 or 31 days? Like, that's how they throw us off. The universe is orderly. It's never trying to throw you off. Very, very orderly. Right? So if you find it interesting, Richard, and you like, get the calendar, get the 5D calendar. It's an ascension tool. This is another part of the ascension protocol. That's an ascension tool to get you on your true timeline. Ashe? Remembering who you are by going with the origins of time. It helps unlock the dormant codes in us, and these are all things that help you in your ascension. Ashe, ashe. So that is some of the ascension tools we have. So remembering consciousness, moving through your consciousness, knowing the locations, knowing the cosmic alignments, and then being ready when you get there. Being ready whenever you get there. We got to be ready and willing light bodies to ascend and shift. And when you shift through the consciousness in your mind, you're shifting, you're collapsing old timelines, and you're opening and unlocking new timelines. You're shifting the timelines within you, which then helps you to shift the dimensions in your mind. And the more and more we shift, we push the timelines. That's how the timelines are shifting out there, because of how we're shifting and sifting in here. It's all consciousness movement. How are you moving through your soul? This is the half that has never been told. Is when you find out the beauty that you are here to behold, as your soul ever and ever unfolds. The never-ending story. This is eternal living. True eternal living is the ever unfolding soul. Right? So that's what I have to share with you all. I hung in there pretty late, especially with this mosquito in the room that just won't leave. I need some stronger mosquito repellent. And don't worry, I'm going to get Dallas. I think I'm going to have to, what do you call it? I'm going to need to message you, Dallas. I need a moderator on TikTok. I got one on YouTube. I need a moderator on TikTok, because these mosquitoes, they be distracting, and sometimes it throws off the energy in the room from other people. Like kick rocks already. And I know it could be off-putting. So my people perish for a lack of knowledge, but that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say my people that's with me on the ascension path, you know what time it is. And y'all do really well. Some of y'all just ignore, like we just was ignoring and going around him. We might have said 1 and 2 words, the invalid, but we just did our thing. Like, we get what we supposed to do. We on our ascension path. So with that said, these are the protocols. If you need any of them, feel free to contact me. You can email me. If you want the calendar, again, you can email me, or you can send it the fund straight through. If you just want to order it, just go ahead and Zelle, or send it to Cash App Cosmic Earth at 144. And in the memo, make sure you put that address, or else I'm not gonna have nowhere to send it. Or make sure you put your email if you're ordering the digital one. $27 for the digital, $36 for the hard copy for me to mail it out. So that's available to you. If you're looking for the workshop and all this consciousness work that you hear that I'm talking about, the next available workshop is September's full moon. The September full moon is the next available one. What else is there? What else? We got the next full moon coming up, and this is a full moon eclipse. I'm not doing a workshop for this one, but please get in your work, get in yourself, get in your soul, and work with this one, because this is the last one that is the last hurrah from the North Node in Pisces, because this is going to be a lunar eclipse in Pisces. So it is the last one that is extending. It's an extension for those who didn't get what they were supposed to get with the last lunar nodes before they switched, because they just switched. So this is a major one. This is a major cosmic alignment. This not too major, but it is a major one, especially if your North Node is Pisces. So check your chart. And if your North Node is Pisces, I would make sure I really, because it's working tightly with you, I would really make sure I get in there and do the work in case you miss something. This is your opportunity to grab that. Grab that bag. That's the grab bag that you want to grab, right? So, as I said, the next workshop, though, for me, this next Divine Chakra Moon workshop that is going to help you tap into your subconscious and unlock your soul code, that is in September with September's full moon. So you have some time. All right. I may be doing a retreat in October. Maybe. I'm going to think about it now within this week. I'll let you all know, because some of my people wanted to know when the next retreat was in Jamaica. I'll be there in October. So I'm thinking about extending it to having that retreat. So listen out for that if that's something for you, for the Ancestral Passage retreat. All right. What else? What else? One-on-ones. How could I forget? If you need a one-on-one, if anyone is interested in the APG, which is the Ascension Path Guidance, or you just want a natal chart reading, or you want both, I do the one-on-one, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, $30, $60, $90. And remember, if it's your first time, you're going to want, I strongly suggest, a 60-minute or 90-minute, because it takes time to go through that birth chart, right? And that's to get you started on your ascension path. However often we meet after that is dependent on you. And then because we're doing it depending on the pace and how it works for you, then we could do a 30-minute one after that. But the first one should definitely be a 60-minute or a 90-minute, because every time I do it, it takes that kind of time. Right? And I don't want to have to hit you with another price. Like you might, oh, I thought it was 60, but if we go over 60 minutes, it's going to end up being 90, you know? So I'm suggesting it in the best way that works for you. Right? So with that said, I visit Jamaica often. Yeah, me too, Richard. Me too. That's why I'm doing the retreat. I'm always there. I get around a lot. And we had our first retreat earlier this year in April, and they loved it. So if this is for you, especially if you're on your path, if you're on your ascension path as well, this applies to that, because it's helping you unlock dormant codes within you when you tap into your ancestral's passage, because the ancestors in time are the answers in your bloodline. We're not just talking about ancestors as in some ghost hanging around you. This is not that. This is deeper level of understanding who ancestors really are to you. It has everything to do with your bloodline, which is your God encryption. Remember that blood is your DNA, your spiritual blueprint, and it's connected to the bloodline, and you got answers in your bloodline. And so tapping into the ancestral passage helps you tap into the answers passage in your bloodline, in your soul, right? So if that is for you, 144. Oh yes, Richard, it is 144. Thank you for answering that. That's one to get into the workshop. The 7-day workshop is 144. Right? It's a very discounted price. It could be, it's $33 a day for 7 days. That's well over $144. So I'm giving it for 144 to align with those 144 ascendants in time. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So. With that said, it was a beautiful, beautiful time with you all. Thank you for those who came through. Thank you. Hi, Ricardo. Welcome in, even though I'm going out. I spent quite a bit of time with you all here. So this was sharing with you all the Ascension Portal. And we'll probably talk about, we did talk to some of them demons because we got a demon in here now. You know, a whole demon just won't leave. But we talked about it a little bit, like lack of accountability, right? Yeah, your love is faltered. I don't want your love. Keep that. Keep that, because that is not love. You're not gonna sell me nothing over here. But remembering that accountability, y'all, whenever you see people that don't have accountability, they are demons. I don't care who they are. I don't care how much you want to love them. Do not be the do-gooder, trying to be the do-gooder and play nice. That's not what the love frequency is about. That's not true love. That is a lie living under the disguise of love, like what this person trying to kick rocks over here trying to say. That is a lie living under the disguise of love. They know not love, right? So if they have no accountability and they can't account for the truth that is held in account, then they are demonic, because demons are allergic to accountability. So remember that. And we don't want to move in those allergies. So doing this soul work is about accountability. You cannot transcend without accountability. That you have to have humility. Let me say it in this way. There needs to be vulnerability to allow humility, to have accountability that allows you to transcend so that you can ascend. That is the protocols for ascension. Ashe? So with that said, I'm going to close out with that for reals this time. So lots and lots of love and light to you all. Thank you all, even the demons in disguise. Sometimes you got to love them demons. You got to you got to love them until, walk with your ugly until it becomes beautiful type of thing. So you got to dissolve the demons. We don't got to fight them. They'll dissolve. They'll find their way, right? Ashe, ashe, ashe. So thank you, Gina, for the like. Thank you, Richard. Look forward to seeing you possibly maybe on a retreat. Maybe check out doing a one-on-one. You can always check me out for a one-on-one. You can email me, akilatextry@gmail.com. And yeah, look forward to kind of seeing where you are. Are you on the ascension path? Let's go. It's ascension time. Let's go. There's only more and more to grow with more and more to know. No stagnation, ever ascension. Peace, love, and light. Ashe, ashe.